Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she has some useful advice or a cool story to share. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. I'm feeling lucky, so I'll take on this monster node and show them who's boss. Time to give that spike slime a taste of my powerful strike and show it who's boss. I'm just gonna slap down some defenses to block that incoming damage. Can't let those slimes get the best of me. Let's burn some cards and draw more cards. Sounds like a plan to me. None of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll pass on this selection. Let's reach inside and lose some HP. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a relic. YOLO! Let's dig deeper and lose some HP. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a relic. YOLO! I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Let's dig through the deck and see what goodies we can find for the next turn. This bash is going to hit hard and make that bug regret messing with me. Let's smack that louse with a strike and finish it off. Let's add some weakness to our enemies with Clothesline. Plus, it deals decent damage. Hey, we're almost at full health anyway. Might as well take a quick nap and heal up a bit. Can't go wrong with a little rest, right? Second Wind could be handy to clear out those pesky non-attack cards and gain some block. Let's grab it. Let's give this looter a taste of its own medicine with some weakness and damage. Let's go for the strike to deal some damage to the looter and start chipping away at its health. Let's bash this looter and apply some vulnerable to deal more damage next turn. Let's smack that looter with some damage. Gotta take it down fast. Let's clean up this hand a bit and get some extra block for the next hit. Gotta stay protected. Let's smack that looter with a good old strike and show it who's boss. I'm gonna smack this looter with a clothesline to weaken it and make it easier to handle. Let's show this thief who's boss. Time to add some heavy-hitting damage to my deck with this bad boy. Let's crush some enemies. Let's take on the monster node because I'm feeling brave and ready for a challenge. Let's give that chubby gremlin a good bash and make it regret messing with us. Time to clean up my hand and gain some block. Gotta protect my precious HP. Let's smack that chunky gremlin with some weak sauce and a good old clothesline to make it easier to deal with. Let's go for the heavy blade on the mad gremlin to take it out quickly and avoid its angry power stacking up. Let's clean up this hand clutter and get some extra block while we're at it. This sneaky gremlin is going down with my powerful strike card. Let's smack that sneaky gremlin with a strike and take it down. Time to bring down the hammer on that mad gremlin with a heavy blade. Let's finish this. Let's bash that sneaky gremlin and make it regret weakening us. Let's go for Rampage. It's a solid attack card that gets stronger as the combat goes on. Plus, it's always satisfying to see those big numbers. Let's hit Lagavulin with a clothesline to make it easier to handle. Gotta keep those attacks weak. Let's play defend to gain some block and protect ourselves from Lagavulin's next attack. Let's dig through the deck and see what goodies we can find. More cards, more fun. Time to bring down the hammer and show Lagavulin who's boss with this heavy hitter. Let's smack this Lagavulin with a clothesline and make it stumble a bit with some weakness. Let's go for the strike to deal some damage to Lagavulin and chip away at its health. Let's bash Lagavulin with some vulnerability. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off this Lagavulin. Well, that was a total disaster. Time to blame it on the RNG gods and try again tomorrow. Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give me some sweet rewards or a cool relic. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. Let's take on the first monster to warm up and get some loot. Let's smack that jawworm with some damage. Let's add some crowd control with Thunderclap. It's always fun to see enemies vulnerable and ready to take more damage. Time to finish off that slimy spike slime with a quick strike. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm feeling lazy and don't want to think too much about my next move. Let's just draw some cards with Burning Pact. Let's make our deck stronger by upgrading a card. We need all the power we can get to slay these spires. Let's upgrade Bash because applying 2 vulnerable can really help in tough fights. Let's go for Cleave. Dealing 8 damage to all enemies can really help clear out those pesky minions quickly. Let's grab armaments to upgrade a card in our hand for the rest of combat. Upgraded cards can be a game changer. Let's grab Iron Wave. It's a versatile card that gives us both block and damage in one go. Plus, it's only 1 cost, so it's easy to fit into our deck. Let's go for the question mark node. Maybe I'll get a cool event or some extra gold. Upgrade 2 random cards? Heck yeah, let's make our deck even more OP. Let's take on the elite and show them who's boss. Let's smack them with an Iron Wave, get some defense, and a little offense in there too. Feel No Pain could be a nice addition to the deck. It can help with blocking when cards are exhausted. Let's smack this cultist with an iron wave, get some block, and show it who's boss. Let's beef up our defenses and make our cards even stronger for the rest of this brawl. Time to get buffed and show this cultist who's boss. Let's use Cleave to deal 8 damage to all enemies and weaken the cultist. Let's smack that cultist with a big hit and show them who's boss. Let's hit them all with Thunderclap Plus and make them vulnerable. Time to smack that cultist with some damage and show it who's boss. Rage seems like a nice addition to my deck. It can help me block while I go on the offensive with my attacks. I'm feeling a bit low on health, so I'll take the safe route and rest at the campfire node. I'm not feeling too hot right now. Might as well take a nap and heal up 30% of my max HP. Let's go for Carnage. It's a powerful attack that deals 20 damage, and since it's ethereal, we won't have to worry about it clogging up our deck. I'm feeling a bit beat up right now, so I better take a rest and heal 30% of my max HP. Let's sweep the floor with a big cleave attack and show these monsters who's boss. Let's smack that looter with a strike and take it down a notch. I'm gonna play Rage because I want to gain 3 block whenever I play an attack this turn. Let's smack that looter with some damage. Let's take out that looter before it steals all my gold. Let's bash that looter and apply some vulnerable to set up for a big hit next turn. Let's smack that slime with a shield and a punch. block an attack in one go efficient. Let's beef up our defenses and make our cards even stronger for the rest of this brawl. Let's finish off the looter with a strike and move on to the next enemy. Losing a bit of HP for extra energy? Sounds like a fair trade to me. Let's go for bloodletting. Let's take on the monster first to warm up before facing the elite. Goodbye, Lagavulin. Let's just smash them all with a big cleave. No need to think too hard about it. Losing a bit of HP to gain more energy? Sounds like a fair trade to me. Let's smash that jawworm with a Bash Plus and make it regret messing with us. Let's give these enemies a thunderous round of applause with Thunderclap Plus. It's time to amp up the damage and show them who's boss. I'm just gonna slap on some extra defense to shrug off that incoming damage. Easy peasy. Let's smack that jawworm with an Iron Wave to show it who's boss. Oh man, Heavy Blade is a beast of a card. It can deal massive damage with high strength. Let's add some heavy-hitting power to the deck. Who needs certainty when you can have gold? I'll take the 175 gold and deal with the doubt later. Ain't nobody got time for thinking. Let's just keep going and see what happens. Well, I'm not feeling too great right now, so I think I'll just take a rest and heal up a bit. Let's beef up our defenses and make our cards stronger at the same time. Efficiency at its finest. Lose 3 HP to gain 2 energy? Gotta risk it for the biscuit? I'm feeling lazy, so I'll play Feel No Pain to gain some extra block passively. Let's amp up our defenses with some Rage plus action. Gotta keep that block high. Let's bash the Hexacoast and apply Vulnerable to deal more damage next turn. Let's smack this Hexaghost with Iron Wave to gain some block and deal damage at the same time. Let's go for the Strike Plus to deal some damage to the Hexacoast and start chipping away at its health. This Cleave card will deal 8 damage to all enemies, helping me chip away at the Hexaghost's health. Let's play Iron Wave to gain some block and deal damage to Hexaghost. Time to whittle down that fiery ghost with some good old strikes. Let's smack the Hexaghost with this strike card and chip away at its health. Welcome to the stream, Hennekot. I hope you enjoy watching me play Slay the Spire. Let's dig through the deck for some better options. Gotta find that winning combo. Hello. How Chudoin? Let's bash this Hexaghost and apply some Vulnerable to set up for a big hit next turn. Let's smack that Hexaghost with a big Strike Plus and show it who's boss! Let's play Rage Plus to gain 5 block whenever I play an attack this turn. Gotta stack up that defense. I'm doing great, just about to start another run and Slay the Spire. How are you? Gotta shield myself from that fiery ghost's attacks. Can't afford to take too much damage, you know? Lose 3 HP to gain 2 energy. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's unleash some fiery cleave action on that Hexaghost. Let's go for the kill and take down that Hexaghost. Well, looks like I got absolutely destroyed in Slay the Spire. Time to brush it off and try again, maybe with a little less potato aim this time. Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool relic or something. Who knows, right? Enemies in my next 3 combats have 1 HP? Heck yeah, easy wins coming my way. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. This card seems pretty cool. It can deal some serious damage if I have a lot of strike cards in my deck. Let's go for it. Time to finish off this Jawworm with a big perfected strike. Let's go for some AoE damage with Cleave. It's always satisfying to hit all enemies at once. Let's go for the question mark node because I'm feeling lucky and curious. I'm feeling lucky today, so let's keep the momentum going and continue with the current event. Let's just play it safe and go with the play option. Can't go wrong with that, right? I'm feeling lucky today, so I'll go with card 5 and see what surprises it has in store for me. I'm going to go with card 6 because it has a cool name and I'm feeling lucky. Let's spice things up with an Infernal Blade. Who doesn't love a little chaos in their deck? Good instincts tell me to go for Good Instincts card. I trust my gut on this one. I'm feeling lucky today. Let's go with the Infernal Blade and see what fiery goodness it brings. Let's go with Good Instincts, because who doesn't need some good instincts in a game like this, am I right? I'm feeling lucky today, so I'm going to try my luck with the Infernal Blade. Good instincts tell me to go for Good Instincts. Let's trust our gut on this one. Let's go for the Infernal Blade. I'm feeling lucky today. Maybe it'll give us a powerful attack card. Good instincts tell me to go for Good Instincts card. I trust my gut on this one. Let's take on the monster node because I'm feeling brave and ready to show off my skills. Let's smack that louse with a strike and take it down. Let's smack that louse with a strike and take it out before it can do any more damage. True Grit seems like a solid choice. It gives me some block and helps me get rid of a random card. Let's go for it. Let's smack that slaver with a strike and chip away at its health. Let's block some damage and get rid of a random card in my hand, multitasking at its finest. Let's smack that slaver with a strike. Gotta chip away at that HP. Let's smack this slaver with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Let's smack that slaver with a strike. Gotta chip away at that HP. Let's go for the perfected strike to deal some damage and take down that slaver. I'm feeling lazy today, so I'll just take this power through card. It gives me some block and a couple of wounds. Not bad. I'm not feeling too hot right now. Better take a rest and heal up before things get dicey. Time to show this gremlin knob who's boss with a big hit from Perfected Strike. Time to show off my AoE skills and hit all those enemies with a big cleave attack. Let's get some defense up and maybe get rid of a card I don't really need. Let's smack that gremlin knob with some damage. Gotta take him down fast! Let's smack that gremlin knob with some damage. Let's unleash the perfected strike and deal massive damage to the gremlin knob. Let's play defend to gain 5 block and mitigate some damage from gremlin knob's next turn. Let's throw some dirt in their eyes with true grit and hope for the best. Let's smack that gremlin knob with a strike. Gotta chip away at that HP. Let's finish off gremlin knob with this strike and move on to the next challenge. Oh man, dual wield is such a fun card to play with. Imagine doubling up on your best attack or power card. Let's add some more chaos to this deck. Let's take a chance and see what's behind the question mark node. Maybe we'll get a cool reward. I'm definitely going to chow down on those mushrooms and heal up. Who cares about a little parasite curse? I'll just power through it. Let's take on the next monster and show them who's boss. Let's smack that bug with a strike. It's time to show them who's boss. Gotta shield myself from those pesky louses. Can't let them nibble on me like I'm a snack. Let's just sweep the floor with this cleave and show these louses who's boss. Let's smash that first louse with some bash action and make it easier to take them down. Time to show these louses who's boss with a big hit from Perfected Strike. This is gonna be awesome. I can double up on a strong card and crush this louse. This louse is going down. Time to show them who's boss with a big cleave attack. Let's finish off that pesky louse with a strike. I'm feeling a bit indecisive today, so I'll just go with Warcry. Drawing a card and putting one back sounds like a good plan. Let's take on the next monster and show them who's boss. Let's toss out a card while gaining some defense, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm just gonna slap down some defense to protect myself from those pesky monsters. Can't have them ruining my day. I'm just gonna stack up that block like a pro and watch those monsters try to scratch me. Time to show these gremlins who's boss with a big cleave attack. Let's smack that fat gremlin with a strike and take him out. Let's play power through to gain 15 block and add 2 wounds into my hand. Need that defense. Let's double up on the fun with a copy of a strong card in my hand. Time to show these gremlins who's boss with a big hit from Perfected Strike. Let's take down that wizard before it causes more trouble. Let's sweep the floor with a big cleave attack and show these gremlins who's boss. Let's go for the Perfected Strike to deal some extra damage with all my strike cards. Let's block some damage and get rid of a random card in my hand, multitasking at its finest. Let's play Defend to gain 5 block and mitigate some of the incoming damage from Shield Gremlin. Time to smack that shield gremlin with a good old strike and move on to the next enemy. I'm feeling a bit weak, so I'll go with Clothesline to apply some weakness to my enemies. Let's take a chance with the question mark node and see what surprises await us. Who needs certainty when you can have gold? I'll take the 175 gold and deal with doubt later. A serpent event, huh? Well, let's see what the sneaky snake has in store for us. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Maybe we'll get something good. Who needs HP when you can have gold, right? Let's gather that gold and live life on the edge. Let's take on the elite. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. Let's show that slime who's boss with a perfectly executed strike. Time to flex those muscles and take it down. Time to smack that slimy boy with a strike and get rid of it before it can do more damage to me. Time to show these monsters who's boss with a big sweep of damage. Well, I guess my deck decided to take a nap instead of slaying the Spire. Time for a rematch. Let's do this. Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she has some useful advice or a cool relic for us. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Let's bash this slime and make it regret messing with us. Let's finish off that pesky acid slime with a strike. Let's grab Warcry for some card draw and deck manipulation. Always good to have options. Oh man, doubling my block can really save me in tough situations. Let's grab this one. Let's smack that cultist with some damage. Oh, Flame Barrier is like having a fiery shield. It gives me block and hits back when I'm attacked. Definitely adding this to my deck. Let's make our deck even stronger by upgrading a card. We're gonna crush this Living Wall event. Let's upgrade Flame Barrier because it not only gives us a good amount of block, but also deals damage back to enemies when they attack us. It's like hitting them back with their own attacks. Haha! Let's get rid of a card from our deck. Less clutter, more power. Bye-bye, useless card. Let's take on the Elite. I'm feeling strong and ready for a challenge. Let's smack Lagavulin with this strike card and chip away at its health. Let's play Flame Barrier Plus to gain some block and deal damage back when attacked. Gotta protect myself and dish out some pain. Let's smack that Lagavulin with a strike and start chipping away at its health. Let's play Warcry to draw a card and put a card from my hand on top of my draw pile. Maybe I'll get something good for the next turn. Let's smash Lagavulin with Bash and show it who's boss. Let's start by dealing some damage to Lagavulin and chip away at its health. This big bad Lagavulin needs a taste of my fiery strikes. Let's show him what we're made of. Time to show Lagavulin who's boss with a good old strike card. Let's smack that Lagavulin with a strike and start chipping away at its health. Let's smack Lagavulin with this strike card and chip away at its health. Let's play Flame Barrier Plus to gain 16 block and deal 6 damage back when attacked, setting up a strong defense and dealing some damage to Lagavulin. Let's smack that Lagavulin with a strike. Let's bash Lagavulin and make it vulnerable for some extra damage. Let's smack Lagavulin with a strike and take advantage of that vulnerable debuff. Time to smack Lagavulin with a good ol' strike and show him who's boss. Let's strike Lagavulin to deal some damage and take advantage of the vulnerable debuff. Let's strike Lagavulin to chip away at its health and take advantage of the vulnerable debuff. Let's set up some defense and deal damage back to Lagavulin with Flame Barrier Plus. Ugh, I'm feeling lazy today, so I'll just grab this Impervious for some easy block. Time to put up a fiery shield and watch those enemies hurt themselves when they try to hit me. Easy peasy. Well, I guess I'll just play Warcry and see what I draw. Can't hurt to have more options, right? Let's play another Defend to keep building up that block. Let's play it safe and gain some block before attacking. Let's take out that Spike Slime to reduce incoming damage. Let's play Defend to gain some block and mitigate incoming damage. Let's take out that cultist with this strike card and prevent it from gaining more strength. Let's take out that Spike Slime to reduce incoming damage. Let's smack that slimy boy with a big hit and show him who's boss. I'd love to play the Impervious, but I think playing the defenses is the right play here. Let's bash that Spike Slime and apply some Vulnerable for extra damage. Well, that was a total disaster. Time to blame it on RNG and try again tomorrow, right? Bad luck, Algoria. Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us something cool. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. Let's take on another monster to collect more gold and loot. Haha, Clash is like that friend who only shows up when everyone else is around, but when it does, it packs a punch. Let's add some variety to the deck with this one. I'm too lazy to think about it, so I'll just hit continue and see what happens. Let's just play it cool and go with the flow. Time to hit that play button and see where it takes us. I'm gonna pick card 5 because it's lucky number 5. Let's see what it brings. I'm feeling lucky today, so I'm gonna take a chance on card 4. I'm gonna go with Bash because who doesn't love smashing enemies with a big ol' bash? Let's bring the pain. Let's go for Entrench. I love building up that block for big defense. I'm gonna go with Bash because who doesn't love a good old bash in a card game, am I right? Let's go for Entrench. I love building up that defense and watching the enemy struggle to break through. Let's go for the Bash card because who doesn't love a good old bash in Slay the Spire? Let's go for Entrench. I love building up that block for some epic defense. Let's go for the Bash card. Gotta love smashing enemies with a big hit. Let's go for Entrench. I love building up that defense and watching the enemies struggle to break through. This cultist is about to feel the wrath of my bash. Say goodbye, little enemy. Metallicize seems like a solid choice to help me gain some extra block each turn without using up my energy. Let's go with that one. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what this mysterious question mark has in store for us. Let's smack that louse for 6 damage and take it down. Let's bash this louse and apply some vulnerable for extra damage next turn. I think I'll go with Warcry. Drawing a card and manipulating my draw pile sounds like a good plan. Let's take on the monster node and show them who's boss. Let's smash this looter with some bash action and make it regret stealing gold from us. Time to give that pesky looter a taste of its own medicine with a good old strike. Let's play defend to gain 5 block and mitigate some damage from the looter's next turn. Let's play this strike card to deal some damage to the looter and chip away at its health. Let's smack that looter and show them who's boss. Burning Pact seems like a good addition to my deck. Drawing cards is always helpful. Let's take on the monster node and show them who's boss. Let's dig through the deck and plan ahead a bit with Warcry. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's smack that jaw worm with a couple of strikes and take it down a notch. Let's play the defend card to gain 5 block and mitigate some damage from the monsters. Let's smack that jawworm with a good old strike to bring it closer to defeat. I'm just gonna slap down some defense to make sure those monsters don't scratch me up too much. Safety first, right? Let's slap down a defend card to beef up our defenses and show these monsters who's boss. Let's smack that jawworm with a strike. Let's just throw up some defenses and see what these monsters got. Can't touch this. Let's smack that jawworm with a strike. Gotta chip away at that HP. Burning Pact is the way to go. Gotta dig for some better options. Let's smash that jawworm with a bash to make it easier to defeat. Let's smack that jawworm with some damage and take it down. Let's smack that jawworm with some damage and take it down. Let's defend first to block some incoming damage and stay alive a bit longer. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike and take it down. Let's play this card to gain some block and mitigate the incoming damage from the spike slime. Let's play a defend card to gain 5 block and mitigate some damage from spike slime M. Time to show this slimy foe who's boss with a solid punch to the face. Let's play this card to gain some block and protect ourselves from the Spike Slime's attack. Let's finish off that Spike Slime with a strike. And none of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll just skip this selection. Let's smack Lagavulin with a strike and chip away at that HP. Let's draw some cards and see what we get. Let's smack Lagavulin with this strike card and chip away at its health. Let's play this card to gain some block and protect ourselves from Lagavulin's next attack. Time to smack that Lagavulin with a strike and show it who's boss. Let's bash this Lagavulin and make it regret messing with us. Well, looks like I got absolutely destroyed in Slay the Spire. Time to go cry in a corner and rethink my life choices. Let's have a chat with Neo and see what she's got for us. Maybe she'll give us some cool relic or something. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. Let's take on the first monster to warm up and get some gold. Let's smack that louse with some damage. Let's take out that louse before it can do any more damage. Sentinel seems like a solid choice. It gives me some block and can even give me energy if I exhaust it. Let's go with this one. Let's finish off that cultist with a strike and move on to the next enemy. Let's spice things up with some AoE damage and vulnerable debuff for all enemies. Time to make them feel the thunder. Let's go for the question mark node, because I'm curious to see what it holds. Well, looks like we're continuing on this crazy ride. Let's see what challenges await us next. I'll take the pain and store a card because, hey, pain is just weakness leaving the body, right? Plus, who doesn't love a good card stash? Let's smash that jaw worm with a big bash. It's time to show this worm who's boss. Searing Blow seems interesting. It can be upgraded multiple times for more damage. Let's add some spice to the deck. Let's give these fungi beasts a shocking surprise with Thunderclap. Zap zap! Goodbye, Lagavulin. Let's smack that fungi beast with a strike. Gotta show it who's boss. Let's smack that fungi beast with a good old strike to bring it closer to defeat. Let's finish off the fungi beast with a strike. Ooh, Rampage is a fun card to play with. It gets stronger each time you use it in a combat. Let's add some spice to the deck. Let's use Thunderclap to deal damage to all enemies and apply Vulnerable, setting up for a big turn next round. Let's go for the big damage with Searing Blow. Let's go for the Rampage. It's going to deal a good chunk of damage and keep getting stronger. This is going to be a quick takedown. Let's knock out that sentry with a big hit. Let's play another defend to gain more block and mitigate incoming damage. Let's play this card to gain some block and mitigate incoming damage from the second sentry. Let's go for the rampage. It's gonna pack a punch and keep getting stronger. Let's smack that sentry with the big searing blow. Gotta show them who's boss. This sentry is on its last legs, so let's give it a final blow with a good old strike. Time to put up my defenses and show this sentry that I'm not an easy target. Let's give those enemies a little shock therapy with Thunderclap and make them more vulnerable to my attacks. Time to show them who's boss. Let's play this defend card to gain some block and mitigate the incoming damage. None of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll just skip this selection. I'm feeling a bit beat up right now, so I'll just take a quick nap and heal 30% of my max HP. Let's ramp up the damage and take down that acid slime. Let's smack that jaw worm with some damage. Let's bash that jawworm and apply Vulnerable to set up for a big hit next turn. Let's smack that jawworm with a strike and take it down a notch. This jawworm is going down with a big hit from Searing Blow. This Thunderclap is going to make those enemies regret messing with me. They won't know what hit them. I'm smashing this slime with Bash to make it easier to defeat. Let's go! Let's go for the big damage and take down that acid slime. This evolve card seems interesting. Drawing extra cards is always nice, so let's add it to the deck. Well, I'm not feeling too great right now, so I better rest up and heal 30% of my max HP. I think I'll go with Purify and remove a card from my deck. Gotta keep it clean and efficient, you know? I'm feeling a bit beat up right now, so I better rest and heal 30% of my max HP. Let's take on the monster node because I'm feeling pumped up and ready for a challenge. Let's bash this slaver with some extra oomph and make it regret messing with us. Let's smack this slaver with a strike and show him who's boss. Let's go for the rampage. It's gonna deal some nice damage and keep getting stronger. Let's go for Thunderclap Plus to deal damage and apply vulnerable to all enemies, setting up for a stronger attack next turn. Time to give that slaver a taste of my power with a good old strike. I'd love to play the Sentinel for that extra energy, but I really need to focus on defending myself right now. None of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll pass on adding any of them to my deck. If Manaphy were to absorb all the water on Earth, she would be absolutely massive. She would probably be the size of a planet or even bigger. This little bug needs a good smack to take it down. Let's take out that low HP louse and reduce the enemy's numbers. Let's smack that louse for 6 damage. Let's smack that first louse with a strike plus and take it out quickly. Let's play defend to gain some block and mitigate the incoming damage from the louse. Let's go for the Thunderclap Plus to apply vulnerable to all enemies and deal some damage. I'm gonna play Sentinel because I need to gain some block and potentially get some extra energy if it's exhausted. Let's smack that louse with the big damage and show it who's boss. Let's take out that weak louse with a quick strike. Gotta clean up the battlefield. And none of these cards really fit my current deck strategy. I'll just skip for now. Well, we're below half health, so we should probably take a rest to heal up a bit. Can't risk getting knocked out in the next battle, right? Let's smack that slime boss with a strike! Let's smack that slime boss with Rampage and start stacking up that damage. Let's play this defend card to gain 5 block and protect ourselves from the slime boss's next attack. Time to give that slime boss a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Let's smack that slime boss with some good old damage. This slime boss is going down one strike at a time. Let's smack that slime boss with Rampage and start stacking up that damage. I'm just gonna throw up some defenses real quick to make sure that slimy boss doesn't hit me too hard, you know? Time to smack that slimy boss with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Let's thunderclap these slimes and make them vulnerable for some extra damage. You don't, you just give him a high five and call it a day. Let's smack that spike slime with a big strike plus to show it who's boss. Let's bash this slime and make it regret sliming around here. I think playing Sentinel is the right move here. It gives me block and sets me up for more energy if it gets exhausted. Let's smack that spike slime with some damage. Let's give those slimy foes a taste of thunder and make them regret sliming me. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike. Gotta take it down before it splits. Let's smack that spike slime with a good old strike. Let's go for the big damage on the acid slime to take it out quickly and avoid its split ability. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike plus and take it down. Let's bash that spike slime and make it regret sliming around. Let's smack that slimy boy with a strike card and move on to the next target. Well, that was a total disaster. Time to blame it on the RNG gods and try again next time, folks. Let's have a little chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us something cool. Plus, who doesn't love a good gossip session during a run? Enemies with 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. Let's breeze through the next 3 combats. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Oh man, Clash is such a risky card. but can be super powerful if I build my deck right. Let's add some spice to this run. Let's smack that louse with a strike. Combust seems like a risky power to take, but it could be fun to watch enemies burn while I lose HP. Let's add some spice to the deck. Time to bash that jawworm and make it regret crossing paths with me. Doubling my block could really come in handy for those big hits. Let's go with Entrench. Let's smack that acid slime with a strike and take it out quickly. Let's set these slimes on fire with Combust and watch them burn. Let's take out that acid slime before it deals any more damage. Let's gain 5 block to mitigate the incoming damage from the spike slime. Let's take out one of those spike slimes before they hit me with their next turn damage. Whoa, Heavy Blade is a beast of a card. It deals massive damage and gets stronger with each point of strength. Definitely adding this to my deck. Let's go for the question mark node. I'm feeling lucky today. Let's make our deck stronger by upgrading a card. We need all the power we can get to take down these tough enemies. Let's upgrade Heavy Blade because we love dealing massive damage. Hi. I'm feeling a bit low on health, so I'll go for the rest node to heal up before facing the elite. Let's beef up those defenses and make Lagavulin attacks feel like tickles. Let's play a defend to gain some block and reduce the damage taken from Lagavulin. I'm gonna set Lagavulin on fire with Combust and watch it burn. It's gonna be lit. Let's bash Lagavulin and make it vulnerable. Gotta take it down fast. Time to bring out the big guns and smash Lagavulin with this Heavy Blade Plus. Let's show this monster who's boss. Let's smack Lagavulin with this strike card and show him who's boss. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strikes and bring it down. Let's strike Lagavulin to chip away at its health. Let's play this card to gain some block and mitigate the incoming damage. Let's beef up our defenses with this bad boy and make Lagavulin regret trying to attack us. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strikes and take it down a notch. Let's bash this Lagavulin and apply some vulnerable to increase our damage output. Well, looks like I got absolutely destroyed in Slay the Spire. Time to shake it off and try again, maybe with a little less potato play next time. Let's have a little chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us something cool. Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Let's go with a classic strike to finish off that spike slime. Let's finish off that acid slime with a strike. Oh man, this card is like a mini strength buff every time I take damage. It's like turning lemons into lemonade. Let's smack that louse with some damage. I think I'll go with Shrug It Off. It's always nice to gain some block and draw a card at the same time. Let's smash this cultist with a big bash and show it who's boss. Oh man, fire breathing is like having a mini AoE attack every time you draw a status or curse card. It's going to be so satisfying to watch those enemies burn. Lose 3 HP to potentially get a cool relic. YOLO, let's do it! Let's dig deeper and risk losing some HP for a chance to find a relic. YOLO, right? Well, I'm feeling lucky today, so let's go deeper and risk losing some HP for a chance to find a relic. Let's dig deeper and lose some HP. Maybe we'll find a cool relic. YOLO, right? I'd love to play the fire breathing, but I really do think playing the Shrug It Off is the right play here. Let's play fire breathing to deal damage to all enemies whenever I draw a status or curse card. It'll help chip away at the looter's health. I'm smashing the looter with bash to make it easier to defeat. Let's bash our way to victory. Let's smack this looter with a strike and show them who's boss. Time to give that looter a taste of my powerful strikes and take it down. Let's smack that looter with a strike and take it down. I think I'll go for the Heavy Blade. It's a solid attack card and can really pack a punch with some strength buffs. Let's beef up our deck by upgrading a card with some good old smithing. We're not desperate for healing yet. Let's upgrade Heavy Blade because I love hitting hard and this card can get even stronger with more strength. Let's take on the monster node because I need more gold to buy cool stuff. Let's smack that louse with a good old strike to get rid of it before it causes more trouble. Let's play a defend card to gain some block and protect ourselves from the incoming damage. Let's play defend to gain some block and protect ourselves. Time to bring down the hammer on that cultist with a massive Heavy Blade Plus attack. Let's show them who's boss. Let's take out that cultist before it gets too strong with its ritual power. Let's bash that cultist and apply some vulnerable to make it easier to take down. Let's go for the big damage and take out that cultist. Let's smack that cultist with a strike. Let's take out that cultist and reduce the incoming damage. Let's smack that cultist with some damage. Drawing extra cards is always nice. Let's go with Evolve for some card draw shenanigans. Who needs healthy food when you can have a donut? Max HP plus 5 it is. I'm feeling lucky. Let's go for the treasure and see what we get. Let's shrug off the damage and draw into something good. Can't go wrong with a little extra block and a bonus card. Time to smack that slimy boy with a big hit and get rid of it before it causes more trouble. This is a classic move. Gotta defend myself before I can go on the offensive, you know? Let's finish off that spike slime with a Heavy Blade Plus for some overkill fun. Let's set these fungi beasts on fire with some spicy breathing action. Well, looks like the Spire just slayed me instead. Time for a rematch? Bring it on! Let's have a chat with Neo and see what she's got for us. Maybe she'll offer us something cool. Enemies in my next 3 combats having 1 HP? Oh, heck yeah, easy wins coming my way. Let's go! I'm feeling lucky, so I'll take on the next monster node and show them who's boss. Time to say goodbye to the cultist with a flashy strike move. Oh man, Armaments is such a great card. Upgrading a card for the rest of combat can be a game changer. Plus, gaining 5 block is always handy. Let's grab this one. Let's smash that little slime with Bash and make it regret ever crossing paths with Algoria. Let's finish off that acid slime with a strike. I'm feeling a bit weak on applying weakness to enemies, so let's add Clothesline to the deck. I'm feeling lucky. Let's take on the monster and show them who's boss. Let's play Armaments to upgrade a card in my hand and gain some block. Upgrade and defend, baby! Let's take out that weak louse in the front to reduce incoming damage. Time to finish off that pesky louse with a big hit. Let's wrap this up quickly. Warcry seems like a decent choice. Drawing a card and manipulating my draw pile could come in handy. Let's bash this acid slime and make it regret sliming around. Time to give that slimy monster a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Let's smack that acid slime with some damage. Let's smack that acid slime with a strike and take it down a notch. Let's smack that slime with a strike and take it down. Time to put up my defenses and hide behind a shield of block. Safety first, right? Let's smack that slimy boy with a good old strike card and get rid of it. Let's deal some damage to the acid slime and try to take it down quickly. None of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll pass on this selection. Let's take on the monster. I'm feeling strong and ready to battle. Let's bash that first louse to deal damage and apply vulnerable for more damage next turn. I'm feeling lucky, so let's see if I can draw something good with Warcry and set up my next turn. Time to smack that bug with a big hit and take it out of the fight. Let's smack that louse with a clothesline. We're gonna make it weak and show it who's boss. Let's beef up our defenses and make our strikes hit harder with this upgrade. Sounds like a solid plan to me. Let's smack that weakened louse with a stronger strike. Let's smack that beefy louse with clothesline and make it easier for us to handle the fight. Let's smack that louse with a good old strike to get rid of it fast and avoid taking any unnecessary damage. Let's smack that louse with a strike and take it out. Let's smash this bug with bash and make it regret messing with us. Oh man, Exhume is such a cool card. It lets me bring back a card from my exhaust pile. Gotta grab this one for some extra combos. Let's upgrade a card in my hand and gain some block to prepare for Lagavelin's next attack. Let's play Defend to gain 5 block and reduce the damage from Lagavelin's next attack. Let's shuffle through the deck and see what goodies we can find with Warcry. Time to smack Lagavelin with a strike and show it who's boss. Gotta bring that big bad monster down. Let's go for the big damage and take down Lagavelin quickly. Let's strike the Lagavelin to chip away at its health. Let's smack Lagavelin with a strike and start chipping away at that HP. Let's bash Lagavelin and make it regret messing with us. Let's strike that Lagavelin and take it down before it can deal more damage to us. This fire-breathing card seems pretty cool. It can deal damage to all enemies when I draw status or curse cards. Let's add some fiery chaos to the mix. I'm feeling a bit low on health, so I'll take a rest to heal up before facing the next challenge. I'm feeling pretty beat up right now, so I better take a rest and heal 30% of my max HP. I'd love to play the Exhume, but I really do think playing the defenses is the right play here. Let's set these looters on fire with some spicy breath attacks. It's gonna be lit. Let's play Warcry to draw a card and put a card on top of the draw pile. Maybe we'll get something good. Let's defend first to block some incoming damage and set up for a stronger turn next round. Let's smack this looter with clothesline and weaken it for some extra defense. Let's smack that looter with some damage and take it down a notch. Let's smack this looter with clothesline and weaken it for the next turn. Headbutt seems like a cool card. I can deal damage and bring back a useful card from my discard pile. Let's add some versatility to the deck. Let's take on the monster node for some gold and a chance to upgrade our deck. Let's smack that fungi beast with a strike and chip away at its health. Let's deal some damage and put a card from the discard pile on top of the draw pile for future use. I'm gonna buff up my cards and block like a pro. Ain't nobody gonna touch me now. Let's bring back a powerful card from the dead pile and surprise these fungi beasts. Let's smack that fungi beast with some damage. Let's smack that fungi beast with some damage. Let's smash that second fungi beast with a big bash and make it regret messing with us. Let's play Warcry to draw a card and put a card on top of the draw pile. Need to set up for the next turn? Let's smack that fungi beast with clothesline and weaken it for the next turn. Let's take out that fungi beast before it can do any more damage. Oh man, corruption is such a game changer. Imagine playing all your skills for free and then exhausting them. It's like a party for your deck. Let's go for the question mark node, because I'm feeling lucky and curious. Who needs certainty when you can have gold? I'll take the risk and gain 175 gold, even if it means getting cursed with doubt. A serpent event? Sounds like my kind of party. Let's see what trouble we can get into next. Let's take a chance with the question mark node. Who knows what goodies we might find? Who needs extra cards when you can just pray and remove one from your deck? Less is more, baby. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Maybe we'll get something cool. Time to headbutt that pesky louse and bring back a card from the discard pile for some extra oomph. Let's go. Let's smack that louse for 6 damage. Let's play Fire Breathing because it deals damage to all enemies whenever I draw a status or curse card. Let's smack that louse with Clothesline and weaken it for an easier time next turn. Let's dig deeper into the deck and set up a better draw for the next turn. Gotta plan ahead, you know? I'm gonna smack that little bug with a big punch and show it who's boss. Let's bash this louse and apply some vulnerable for extra damage next turn. Let's finish off that pesky louse with a good old strike to the face. None of these cards really excite me right now. I think I'll just skip this selection. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Maybe it's something good. Imagine the combo potential with this card. We can double up on our strongest attacks for massive damage. Let's go for blood. It can be a powerful attack that costs less the more we get hurt. Plus, it deals a solid 18 damage. Let's grab armaments to gain some block and upgrade a card in our hand. It's always good to have some defense and upgrade our cards for better combat. Let's grab Dark Embrace. Drawing an extra card whenever a card is exhausted can help us cycle through our deck faster and find our key cards. Let's go for the Hemokinesis card. Losing 2 HP is a small price to pay for dealing 15 damage. Time to bring the pain. I hate to admit it, but I'm pretty beat up right now. I should probably rest and heal 30% of my max HP. Upgrading a card while gaining some block? Sounds like a win-win situation to me. This card will deal 6 damage to all enemies whenever I draw a status or curse card, which can help chip away at the Guardian's health. Let's smack him with a good old strike. gonna slap on some extra armor with Defend to make sure the Guardian's attacks feel like tickles. Let's use Exhume to bring back a powerful card from the exhaust pile and keep the pressure on the Guardian. Let's smash this Guardian with a bash and make it regret ever crossing paths with me. Let's smack the Guardian with Headbutt and put a card back on top for more damage next turn. Let's dig through the deck and set up a killer next turn with Warcry. Let's smack him with a good ol' strike. Let's go for the double tap to double up my next attack and deal some serious damage to this Guardian. Let's play Armaments to upgrade a card and gain some block for defense. Let's weaken the Guardian and set up for a big hit next turn. Let's beef up our defenses and make our attacks even stronger with Armaments. Upgrades are like free power-ups, can't say no to that. Let's smack them with Blood for Blood, since it's gonna hit hard and we're already low on HP anyway. Let's strike the Guardian to chip away at its health. Well, that was a total disaster. Time to blame it on RNG and try again tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Let's have a chat with Neo and see what she's got for us. Maybe she'll give us something cool. Because it would be a TV collection. I'll risk losing my starting relic for a chance to get a random boss relic. YOLO! Let's take on the first monster to warm up and get some loot. Because Afterlight sounds like a sequel to Afternoon. These little guys are hitting hard. Gotta make sure I don't take too much damage, so I'll just put up some defenses. Let's keep the pressure on the jawworm and take it down quickly. Let's go with Cleave. It's great for dealing AoE damage and clearing out multiple enemies at once. Let's take a chance with the question mark node and see what surprises await us. Let's roll the dice and see what crazy new card we get from the Transmogrifier event. Time to spice up our deck. Let's smack that cultist with a good old strike. Gotta chip away at that health bar. Let's start by dealing some damage to the cultist and chip away at its health. Let's smack that cultist with some damage. Time to show off my strength and cleave through these enemies like a hot knife through butter. Let's block some damage and keep ourselves safe from those pesky cultists. Let's play this card to gain some block and protect ourselves from the cultist's next attack. This is perfect. I can hit all enemies at once with Cleave and clear the way to victory. Warcry seems interesting. Drawing a card and manipulating my draw pile could come in handy later on. Let's add it to the deck. Let's go for the Cleave to deal damage to both enemies and clear the way for a smoother fight. Let's smash that slimy spike with a bash and make it regret messing with us. Let's dig through the deck and set up for a killer next turn with Warcry. This acid slime is really getting on my nerves. Time to give it a taste of my power. Let's smack that acid slime with a strike. Oh man, I need a break from all this monster bashing, so I'm just gonna put up a big shield and chill for a bit. Let's smash that slimy enemy with Bash and make it regret crossing paths with me. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Losing a bit of HP for extra energy? Sounds like a fair trade to me. Let's go for it. Let's go for Whirlwind. It deals 5 damage to all enemies multiple times, which can be super handy in clearing out groups of enemies quickly. Just gotta block that damage, you know? Can't be taking unnecessary hits. This gremlin knob is going down. Time to show it who's boss with a solid hit. Let's bash the gremlin knob and apply 2 vulnerable to deal more damage next turn. Let's go for the whirlwind to deal damage to all enemies and take down the gremlin knob faster. Drawing a card and putting a card on top of my draw pile is always a good move, plus it's free. Time to sweep the floor with a big cleave attack and show these monsters who's boss. Let's play defend to gain some block and prepare for the incoming damage from Gremlin Knob. This is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me, Gremlin Knob. Time to bring the pain. I'm just gonna slam down this impervious and be like, "Come at me, Gremlin Knob, I'm ready for ya." Let's spin around like a whirlwind and smack all these enemies at once. It's like a group hug, but with swords. Drawing 3 cards for free sounds pretty sweet. Let's add some card draw to the deck. I'm feeling a bit beat up right now, so I better rest and heal 30% of my max HP. Let's go for the big damage to all enemies with Cleave. Gotta take down that looter fast. Let's smack that looter with a good old strike to show it who's boss. Let's spin around like a tornado and smack that looter with some damage. None of these cards really fit my current deck strategy, so I'm going to skip this time. I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to grab the treasure and hope for something good. Let's take on the monster node because I'm feeling pumped up and ready to crush some enemies. Let's go for the whirlwind. Time to show these slimes who's boss. None of these cards really excite me. I think I'll just skip this selection. Let's take on the monster. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to battle. Let's unleash a whirlwind of damage on all enemies. This is a solid play to set up my next turn without much effort. Let's see what card I draw. Let's finish off that spike slime with a strike. This card is perfect for when you're feeling a bit lazy, but need that extra energy boost to keep going. Time to put up a big shield and make the monster's attack bounce off me like a rubber ball. I already have a lot of attack cards in my deck, so I think I'll pass on Clash for now. Let's go for the question mark node. Maybe we'll get a cool event or a helpful upgrade. I'd love to play the Battle Trance, but I think playing the defenses is the right play here. Time to show this acid slime who's boss with a big sweeping attack. Let's cleave our way to victory. Let's unleash a whirlwind and deal some damage to all enemies. This Warcry card is like a little sneak peek into my future draws, setting me up for success without even trying too hard. Let's go for the big block with Impervious and set up for a strong defense next turn. Let's smash this slime with Clash since it's the only thing I can play right now. Let's smack that acid slime with a strike and show it who's boss. I think I'll go for Perfected Strike. It synergizes well with my deck full of strike cards. Let's take a chance with the question mark node and see what surprises await us. Time to put up a big shield and make the enemy hits feel like tickles. Let's play it safe and gain some block to prepare for the incoming damage. Let's go for the Battle Trance to draw 3 cards and hopefully get some good options for the next turn. Let's give them a taste of our power with a big ol' cleave to hit them all at once. Time to show this slaver who's boss with a super-powered strike that's gonna knock their socks off. Losing a bit of HP for some extra energy? Sounds like a fair trade to me. I'm feeling lazy, so I'll take a rest at this node to regain some health. Well, we're below half health, so we better take a nap and heal up a bit. Can't risk getting knocked out in the next fight, right? I'm gonna lose a bit of HP, but gain some energy so I can go ham on these monsters. Time to give this slime boss a taste of my power with a good old strike. This is a great card to cycle through my deck and set up my next turn with a better card draw. Let's keep the momentum going. I'm just gonna slap down some defense to protect myself from that slimy boss. Can't have it ruining my day. Let's play Defend to gain 5 block and protect ourselves from the slime boss's next attack. Let's go with Perfected Strike to deal some serious damage with all those strike cards in my deck. Let's start by dealing some damage to the slime boss to chip away at its health. Let's smack that slime boss with a good old strike to show it who's boss. Drawing 3 cards will give me more options to deal with the slime boss. Let's lose a bit of HP to gain some energy and go ham on these monsters. Let's go for the strike to deal some damage to the slime boss. Let's spin around like a whirlwind and show these slimes who's boss with some flashy damage. Let's go for the big splash damage with Cleave and take out those slimes in one fell swoop. Let's smack that big slime with a strike card and show it who's boss. This slime ain't gonna touch me with my shiny new block. Let's smash that big slime with Clash since it's the only card I can play right now. Let's go for some risky plays and get that energy boost. Who needs HP when you can have more energy, right? Time to show these slimes who's boss with a perfectly executed strike that packs a punch. Time to give that slime a taste of my powerful strike. Let's show them who's boss. Let's play this card to gain some block and mitigate incoming damage from the acid slime. Let's play Slime to exhaust it and clear my hand for better draws next turn. Time to lose some HP for that sweet, sweet energy boost. Let's dig through the deck and see what goodies we can find. Time to show these slimes who's boss with a big cleave attack. Let's clear the way for some easy pickings. Time to put up my defenses and show these slimes who's boss. Let's get rid of that slimed card and clear up some space in my hand. Let's smack that slimy monster with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike. Let's go big with Impervious to gain 30 block and set up for a strong defense next turn. Juggernaut could be fun to play with. Imagine all that damage adding up. Oh, this collar is pretty cool. I can use the extra energy during tough fights. Let's go with this one. Let's take on this monster and show them who's boss. Time to show these baddies who's boss with a big sweeping attack that hits them both at once. Let's go for the kill and take down that looter. Let's strike the looter to start chipping away at its health. Let's use bloodletting to gain some energy and set up for a big turn next round. Let's lose some HP to gain energy and set up for a big turn next round. Let's lose a bit of HP to gain some energy for more powerful moves. Easy trade-off. Let's go for the perfected strike on the mugger. Gotta take down the big threats first. Time to build a fortress of block. Let's see if they can break through this. Let's draw 3 cards with Battle Trance to see if we can find some good cards to play. Let's unleash a whirlwind and deal some massive damage to all enemies. Let's bash that looter and show them who's boss. Let's smack that looter in the face with a strike. Time to give that looter a taste of my powerful strike. Let's knock him out. Let's play War Cry to draw a card and put a card back on top of the draw pile. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's dig into the deck and see what goodies we can find to crush this mugger. I'm feeling a bit reckless today, so let's lose some HP to gain energy and finish off this mugger. Let's bash this mugger and apply Vulnerable to set up for more damage next turn. Oh, this card is like a free block generator. Whenever I exhaust a card, I get 3 block. That's so handy. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Maybe it's something good. This big guy needs a little bash to wake him up and make him vulnerable to my attacks. This big ball is tough, but I'm going to whittle it down with some good old strikes. Let's unleash a whirlwind and deal some massive damage to all enemies. Let's dig through the deck and see what goodies we can find. Maybe we'll stumble upon a game-winning combo. Need that energy boost to keep the momentum going. Gotta keep the party rolling. I need to defend myself and gain some block to survive this round. Let's go for the perfected strike to deal some serious damage with all those strike cards in my deck. Let's smack that Spheric Guardian with a strike. Gotta chip away at that block. Goodbye, Lagavulin. Let's sweep the floor with a big cleave attack and show these monsters who's boss. Let's smash this round boy with a bash and make it easier to defeat him. True Grit seems like a solid choice. It gives me some block and helps me get rid of a random card in my hand. Let's go with that. Let's spin around like a whirlwind and smack all those enemies at once. It's like a party, but with more damage. Let's lose a bit of HP to gain some energy. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's smack that Snecko with a strike. Gotta chip away at that health. Let's play Juggernaut to start dealing damage whenever I gain block. Let's bash the Snecko and apply Vulnerable to deal more damage next turn. Losing a bit of HP to gain some energy, gotta keep the momentum going. Let's play Feel No Pain to start building up some block for the next turn. Let's smack that Snecko with a strike. Let's sweep the board with Cleave and show Snecko who's boss. Well, looks like I got absolutely destroyed in Slay the Spire. Time to shake it off and try again. Thank you all for joining me today on my Slay the Spire stream. I had a blast playing with you all.